In this week's video, I'm challenging myself to transform some thrifted glasses into some amazing holiday decor candles. Hi, my name is Sylvia from Backyard Brushes in Fountain City, Wisconsin. And I found 4 glasses at our local thrift store for $2. So let's roll up our sleeves and let's get creating. For project 1, I used Rust-Oleum frosted glass spray, and I sprayed the glass first. After it dried, I kind of set it up in between these towels to keep it in place. I wish IOD or even Prima would make a Cardinal stamp, but they don't, or at least I haven't found one. So I ordered some Cardinal stamps off of Amazon, and I'm just going to ink one of the stamps up, and I'm getting it really good and juicy. I do find that Cardinals sell really well around the holiday season, so I'm going to try and use Cardinals for all of my candles. I'm pressing firmly onto the glass, and I just want to make sure that I'm getting it pressed in, yet it's really not as important as the first stamp is more of a guide. So I got the first stamp on. It really wasn't that dark, but that's okay. Using Highliner Red by Fusion, I believe Eden by DIY, Little Black Dress by DIY, and also a mixture of Queen Bee and Summer's Crush. Oh, and I also used weathered wood. So to get started, I'm just going to use the red Highliner by Fusion, and I'm just going to paint right in the cardinal red. I'm not doing any blending or anything special. I am using water to get kind of that translucent watercolor effect. So the paint is a little bit watered down, but more due to my brush than adding water to the paint. And then I'm just filling in the greenery with the Eden by DIY. I'm using weathered wood for the pine cone looking areas. I guess they are pine cones. And I used Queen Bee for the beak, and also Little Black Dress for the crown of, well, I guess it's not a crown, the area around the cardinal's eyes. I feel really dumb. I don't even know what that's called. The crown is the red plume. So I'm not sure, but I did use the Little Black Dress around the eye of the cardinal. After the paint dried, I inked up the stamp, and I just made sure it was really good and covered, and I placed it on top of the cardinal, trying to match it up the best I could. Was it perfect? By no means was it, but the effect of the outline of the cardinal around the watercolored looking paint is the effect I achieved, which is what I was going for. So I just made sure to press down really hard. And what I don't believe I got on camera is after I peeled off the stamp, I did go over it quickly with my heat gun just to set the ink. Using the red Highliner by Fusion, I gave the stem of the glass 2 good coats. I then used Golden Ticket by DIY, and I just went around the edge of the bottom of the glass, the top part of the glass stem, and then also the rim of the glass. I used a 2-inch floater candle with water. For project 2, I'm using the same type of glass, only it's not sprayed, and using DIY liquid patina and some mulberry paper that I purchased off of Amazon, which I can leave it in the description below. I ripped the mulberry paper into like approximately 1-inch pieces. By all means, was it not perfect at all. I just ripped the whole sheet of paper up, and this project actually took one sheet of paper. I think I had 2 or 3 pieces left over. I started covering the edge of the glass with the liquid patina and just started layering the mulberry pieces around the glass. Once I tried to line up the top rim of the glass, and once I laid a piece down, I would use the liquid patina and I would go over it to adhere it into place. So I just made my way around the whole part of the glass, just layering the sections of the mulberry paper in no certain pattern or order, just pretty much completely random. I chose a Cardinal napkin that I also got off of Amazon, and I can leave that in the description below also. And using liquid patina on my fingers, I just kind of press on the corner and it kind of peels, I'm able to peel away the napkin, only this did have an extra ply, so I had to do it twice just to make sure I had all the extra background pieces off the napkin. I did rip the corner a little bit, but I wasn't too worried since I wasn't going to be using the whole piece of that napkin. I then chose to use scissors, and I just cut out the square. And I love using napkins for decoupage because there's so many choices out there. They're so inexpensive, and you can usually get about 4 projects per napkin. Using the wet brush method, I'm just going around my cardinal and getting a random cutout of the cardinal. Using the liquid patina by DIY, I just start placing, first I place the cardinal in the area of the glass that I felt it looked best in. And then I just started to use the liquid patina to adhere the napkin right to the glass/mulberry paper. I would just put down a small layer of the liquid patina, lay the napkin down, go over it with liquid patina, and I just worked my way down the napkin. You could use whichever decoupage medium of choice you prefer. I just seem to have really good luck with the DIY's patina with the wrinkles. However, with the layered mulberry paper underneath the napkin, whatever wrinkles you get, it's just going to blend in with the texture that's created from the mulberry paper below. I used 2 coats of Eden by DIY to paint the stem. I've used Golden Ticket by DIY, and I just sponged around the rim. I also did the bottom of the stem of the glass and also where the stem met up with the mulberry paper. I then decided to have my own little experiment, and I mixed some German glass glitter with some Big Top, and I sealed the glass with the Big Top mixed with some of that glitter, and it just kind of gave it a sparkly, a little bit gritty effect. Project 3, I'm using the exact same method. However, I am using used dryer sheets instead of the mulberry paper. I'm ripping them up into small pieces, just as I had the mulberry paper, and using liquid patina by DIY, I was able to decoupage the dryer sheets pieces onto the glass. The dryer sheets were more fuzzy than the mulberry paper, so it did take a little bit more liquid patina to lay it down and to kind of like smash the fuzzy pieces back down into the glass. However, it did work well to cover the whole glass, and it was just a little thicker. You can see the mulberry paper was the one on the right. I casted a cardinal in a wreath by Prima, and I heated it a little bit so it was a little bit more malleable, and I was able to press it to shape it onto the glass. So once I got it kind of formed to the glass, I used Type Bond and I glued the mold of the cardinal in the wreath onto the glass. Type Bond usually takes 10 to 20 minutes to adhere, to cure. So I used painter's tape and I wrapped that up. I taped it down and I actually left it overnight to dry. The next day I removed the painter's tape and the mold was still and was securely adhered to the glass. I chose the same colors, the Highlander to paint the cardinal, the Eden Green to paint the wreath, the Highlander by Fusion to paint the berries, using Little Black Dress around his eye. I mixed up Summer Crush with Queen's Bee with DIY for the beak. I also molded or cast a mold of some berries by the new IOD St. Nick mold. And I painted those also with the Eden and the Highlander. Once I had the wreath painted, I sealed it with liquid patina DIY. I missed some of this on film, so I painted the stem with the Highlander. I sealed it with the liquid patina. I also sealed the berries. I then used the DIY white wax all over the wreath and the berries. And what I didn't get on film is I didn't get removing the wax with a paper towel. And I also glued the berries onto the bottom of the stem. I used the mixture of the DIY Big Top, and I felt like the dryer sheets were really white, so I used the sponge and dabbed it down with the golden ticket, and then I sealed it with the big top mixed with the crystals, and it gave it kind of a really luministic effect. I used the floating candle, and I also used the battery operated tiny little tea lights, and I do like the floating candle better. And out of the 3 projects, I think the decoupage napkin was my favorite. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video inspirational, please hit subscribe below and follow me along on my creative journey. Thank you.